So, Mark, you started in insurance defense and big law, I believe, and I think a lot of attorneys they choose that path for a variety of reasons. Some think it's a safe path. Some think that that's the way where you can go and you make a lot of money. And so, I wonder when did it become clear to you that staying in that world wasn't the right path for you?
It became clear pretty early on. I didn't act on it for a while, but all through law school, they preached to us big law, big law, big law. So that's all I knew. That's what I thought would be the measure point for my success if I made it to a top 100 law firm. So once I got there, I realized early on that might not be the career path for me. I remember during my first year of practicing, I was actually in the restroom because I guess I can say it now, it doesn't matter. But every now and then I would run and hide in the stall just to get a breath of fresh air. And I was in there and my partner came in and was at the urinal and another lawyer came in. He said, "Hey man, how's it going?" Yeah, living the dream. Yeah, 6 minutes at a time. God, our lives suck. And I'm sitting there listening to this. I'm like, wait a minute, you've been doing this all these years and you're talking about your life sucks. Ugh. So, I did that for like 5 years between big law and then I went down to a more regional insurance defense firm. And then I got out of there.
Did it feel like a failure whenever you were like, okay, I chose this path and it just didn't work out? Did it feel like like it was something you failed at, or did you view it differently?
No, I still saw it as a success because that was my goal to get there and I achieved that. But even worse than failure, I felt like I chose the wrong career. I did not want to be a lawyer. Being a lawyer is not for me. I wasted all this time, this money, this effort, and I'm telling people don't go to law school. I don't enjoy being a lawyer. But I didn't realize that I loved being a lawyer. I just didn't like the setting and that I was working in.
It's amazing how things like that can happen. Because I remember I kind of felt that way about law school at some point until I took trial advocacy, and then everything kind of changed for me. It was like, okay, this is why I'm here. All this other crap is just nonsense. It's just crap. So, did you? So you were in the bathroom stall, right? And you had that moment. How much time went by from that moment to when you actually pulled the trigger and you got out of there?
Okay, so that was towards the end of my first year. And I worked on the defense side for a little over 5 years. So it was about 3.5 years after that. That put it in my mind that this wasn't for me. And I didn't think, oh, I can go and be a plaintiff lawyer or injury lawyer, whatever. I didn't think about changing. I just thought that I screwed up and I don't need to be a lawyer. I was worried about, am I going to be one of those guys that's, when I get 40, 50 years old, I'm just looking back on my life upset and grumpy. But as I kept, progressing and sticking it out, because I learned a lot. I got a lot of great experience working in that setting. But about 3.5 years later, I'm like, okay, I've learned quite a bit. I've been doing this for was at that point it was like 4.5 years. I have the tools and the skills I need, and I met all these plaintiff lawyers, and they seemed so happy. Like I didn't understand why are you so happy? I'm not. And so then I started asking the questions that needed to be asked. Like, how much money are you making? Or walk me through what is your daily activity? What is like, you don't have to bill hours. And once I learned all that, like, okay, I think I'll be happier in that setting and that type of practice. And then when I went to the insurance defense, I'm seeing all these people that, cause I had no idea how many people get injured. Like, I had no idea there was so many car accidents, so many people that needed injury lawyers. But now I'm seeing all these people that need help. And I know that I have the tools to be able to switch sides and help them. And plus, I enjoy talking with the defendants so much more than I enjoy talking with the insurance adjusters and all the corporate people. Because I'm a people person. So I want to talk with people, not businesses or entities. So it was the perfect fit for me.